Hi children, hope you enjoyed and practiced well the first unit, and from today onwards we will learn again unit 2, the dear departed, and today's video is exclusively on section A, reading comprehension. Hope you are all ready. What all you will do is, first of all, try to read the passages and get ready with the answers and get ready with your notebook. Well, we'll focus on the Dear Departed 1, question number 1 to 5, A Plea for India 6 to 8, and the Dear Departed 9 to 10 questions, and study skills from 11 to 15. Well, first let's begin with reading A, question number 1 to 5, and read the following conversation. Ben begins, anyhow, there is his insurance money. Have you got the receipt for the premium he paid this morning? I haven't seen it. Mother, I don't think Grandpa went to pay his insurance this morning. He went out. Yes, but he didn't go into the town. He met old Mr. Tattersall down the street and they went off past St. Philip's Church. Do you think he has not paid it? Was it overdue? I should think it was overdue. Something tells me he has not paid it. The drunken old beggar. So try to read the conversation, and now let's look at the questions. As you already read the Dear Departed lesson, now let's go with the questions. What were they all discussing? Why did Ben call the person as the drunken old beggar? In the lesson The Dear Departed, Horton satirizes about A. About the greediness of the modern people, the greediness of moral values in the British middle class, Abel Merriweather marrying John Shorrops. Victoria knew that he has not paid the insurance premium. He has already paid the insurance premium. He will pay the insurance premium. The last one. According to Victoria, Abel went out to meet Mr. John Shorrops to pay his insurance premium to meet Mr. Tattersall. I hope you understood the questions and you know the passage well. And now what all you have to do is get ready and try to complete the answers. Your time starts now. What exactly you have to do is, especially for every lesson, behind the lesson there will be about the author, right? In the same way for the Dear Departed lesson also, there will be a brief introduction in your reader, right? If you have read well, you can do this passage well, and you should know the context earlier and what happened earlier and what would happen next. If you can do this, I am sure that you will do all the answers correctly. Let us check the answers now. First question, what were they all discussing? What were they discussing? Regarding the insurance premium, right? So they were all discussing whether Abel has paid the insurance premium or not. Why did Ben call the person as the drunken old beggar? Why? It is simple. The reason is when he heard that he has not paid the insurance premium. In the lesson The Dear Departed, Horton satirizes about. Here you have to read that passage clearly and at the same time lesson you know, and behind the lesson it's about the author. There was a description clearly. Now let us see the questions. Is it about the greediness of the modern people, or it's about the degradation of moral values in the British middle class, right? So that is the answer. B is the answer. And Abel Meriwether marrying John Shorrocks? No, it's not. Now, fourth answer is Victoria knew that. What does she know? Let us see. He has not paid the insurance premium. That's the right answer. And the fifth one is, according to Victoria, Abel went out. For what? To where? Yes. Where did he go? To meet Mr. Tattersall. Hope you got all the answers correctly. Now, here we will learn and we will understand this is the stanza from A Plea for India. Read the stanza once. Try to recollect the gist of A Plea for India. And then the first thing what you have to do is read the stanza and read the questions, and then we will see how. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region and listen for once to the call of the nation. Why do we spend our time bickering when so many tasks need finishing? Don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? Hope you understood the stanza well. So you might have read in our lessons also. So now we will look at the questions. Here are the questions. Pick out the word which means quarrel or petty matter. Is it indulge or bickering or anew? All simple. You can write either A or B or C based on the questions. So get ready with your answers. The central idea of the poem is not to allow unity in diversity, to build a strong united nation with a dedication, and we should create new problems instead of finishing our tasks. If you have any doubt, you have to go back again to the stanza. And eighth question is, A Plea for India is a request for Indians to disturb the nation with internal disputes. To enjoy more benefits, we should encourage region and caste feeling. To maintain unity irrespective of caste, region or religion. Now let's look at the last question. Here we have given this additional question. What is the tone of the poem? Is it patriotic or sarcastic or ironic? Now your time starts now. Hope you have already done it. And whenever you are doing the poem, the first thing what you have to do is you have to read the entire poem, try to understand the gist, and reading vocabulary is must. And you should know the tone of the poem and the mood of the poet also, and so that you can answer all the questions correctly. Now let us check. I hope you're all ready with your answers. Your time is up. Now let's check. Pick out the word which means quarrel or petty matter. It is bickering. B is the right answer. The central idea of the poem is B. We say to build a strong united nation with dedication. And eighth question is, A Plea for India is a request for Indians to maintain unity irrespective of caste, region or religion. The last one is, what is the tone of the poem? It is patriotic, right? So hope you got all the answers correctly. Now, question number 9 to 10 is all about reading B prose, The Dear Departed Too. Mrs. Jordan begins the conversation. I may be wrong, but I don't think father will fancy living on with you after what has happened today. And Abel says, it seems to me that neither of you has any cause to feel proud about the way you have treated me. If I have done anything wrong, I'm sure I'm sorry for it. And I can't say more than that too. It's a bit late to say it now. Neither of you cared to put up with me. No, 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 father. Hey, you both say that because of what I have told you about leaving my money. Well, since you don't want me, I'll go to someone that does. Try to read the paragraph again and again. And now let us see the questions. Abel Meriwether wanted to go to someone else because A. He wanted to marry John Soros. B. Neither Elizabeth nor Henry Slater took care of him. C. Neither Elizabeth nor Henry Slater did not take care of him. So now let's look at the 10th question. Elizabeth requested her father to live with him because of his new will. She loves her father very much, so she wanted to take care. Henry Slater has stolen all his property. So now, I hope you made the answers correctly. Now let's check. Well, here is, you'll have some time for you. What all you have to do is read the paragraph again and again, and as I told you, try to understand what happened earlier and who are all involved in that situation and what might have a particular character said. That is what we will see, right? Let us check now. Hope you have done it. Now answer the following questions. Abel Meriwether wanted to go to someone else because the reason is neither Elizabeth nor Henry Slater took care of him. Even C also, it looks right, but when we use neither nor, we should not use again negative sentence. Elizabeth requested her father to live with him because of his new will. That he told that to whomever I am living with until my death, that money is for them. So it is of his new will, and the indication word is leaving my money. So the answer is A. Well, let's now do the last question. It's 11 to 15. It's related to study skills. Study the following pie chart. Right here, percentage of people with health problems in 2012. Kidney disease 8%, diabetes 18%, heart disease 25%, lung disease 32%, and cancer 72%. Now let's look at the questions. What does the pie chart show? Which disease has the lowest risk to the people? Most of the people are suffering from which disease? Is it corona or lung diseases or heart disease? Remember that you have to write the answers based on your pie chart, right? Question number 14 is the percentage of dash disease problems are higher than diabetes disease. Is it cancer or heart and lung diseases? You have to refer to the pie chart again. And question number 15 again. Find the correct statement according to the survey. Majority of people are suffering from all these diseases. Cancer was the most deadly disease in 2012. The second highest disease that people were suffering from was heart disease. If you look at the pie chart, you can do this answer pretty well. Now, whenever you have a pie chart, what all you have to do is you should not give your self-analysis. Like, of your understanding, you can say what is the present situation. No, you have to answer based on your pie chart. Hope you understood. Now, let us check the answers. Yes, your time is up. First, what does the pie chart show? percentage of people with health problems in 2012, and which disease has the lowest risk to people. If you look at the percentage, you can find that is 8%, that is kidney disease, right? And most of the people are suffering from what? It is obviously not coronavirus, it is lung diseases based on this chart. The percentage of dash disease problems are higher than diabetes disease. Yes, it is. If you compare this, there are two things that are higher than that: heart and lung. So the answer is C. So now question number 15, you have to find the correct statement according to the survey. Majority of people are suffering from all these diseases? No. Cancer was the most deadly disease in 2012. If you look at the percentage, you will identify. And the last one is the second highest disease that people were suffering from was heart disease. That's it. So hope you got all the answers correctly. Thank you for watching. Hope you scored good marks. And if you want to practice more tests, share and subscribe this video with all your friends.